responsible. Well, I was muted and I didn't realize it. Good morning and welcome to MightyOxTrading. Happy Friday. I hope everyone has had a great night, ready for a great day. I already went through the market, so we're not going to do that again. We are now 24 minutes away from non-farm payrolls. How you doing today, Dan? Walk is a good way to start the morning. Yeah, it would have been. It was making eggs at that time. Yeah, I could have got you like 25 points there. No, it doesn't. It doesn't allow you to put pictures in the chat, Dan. Morning, Crypticon. How are you? Yeah, there you go. It's a good idea, Dan. still rising up. So, my thought was after the big drop overnight that we were going to rise in NFP, but we're already kind of rising, so now I don't know. It's kind of stagnant right now. Pulls down a little bit here. There wasn't technically an entry there for me, but we'll probably stay flat after NFP. Yeah, it was a nice move down. So not taking that purple candle there kind of hurt me, but that's okay. That's okay. Uh, Give me a little bit. I have trying to remember how to send you the link to it. There's the code. That's the reason the code's not loading. Give me a bit, and I'll figure out how to send you the way that you can install it. Uh, uh, yeah, it was a great interview. That interview with the ETF CEO will be up on Monday. I'm planning on. I do not have this code for Ninja. Well, someone did code it for me once for Ninja, but I've since updated how it works. I need to find someone to code it again for me for Ninja. It's a goal. I would like it to actually be coded to actually automatically execute for Ninja. Well, we gotta see what it does with NFP. I'm still thinking up for NFP. How you doing, JC? I'm doing all right. All right. We're marching down the NFP. Yeah, you know me. Getting choppy here. Yes. Yes, it does, Dan. Correct, Dan. $15 seconds away. Morning, Luke.
Order submitted. Order filled.
And I was wrong. Down we go. Wow. $50 points down. Gold popping up. Gold was, wow, gold really popping. Let's see. I don't have, where's my financial juice? NFP 73K. They expected 104K, so that was a big miss. Bonds shooting up. Oh yeah, longs stopped out for sure. Let's see if it wants to bounce here or continue down. Still coming down. Gold still rising. I see gold there rising. Copper up too. Crude's pushing. Bitcoin popped. Gold up 26 points. Wow. Perhaps a bounce here. I don't know if I trust it.
Order filled.
Took on a 1 eval. You can't see it, unfortunately. It's a rhythmic eval. Oh crap! Yeah, I screwed up. We'll just stick with it and see if I can get any luck out of this.
Target filled.
Okay, so I accidentally left 7 contracts on, so I just made $2,600 on that eval. I'm only 390 away from passing that Bowenox. No, rhythmic. Rhythmic. Bowenox from with rhythmic. Thanks. It was not intentional, uh, but it worked. It's a nice pop. One sec. I think I can answer that. Give me 1 minute. Um, and I'm gonna right click, go down to settings. For some reason settings didn't pop up. Oh crap. Okay. Well, under settings, and then when you go to settings, go to trading, and make sure instant orders placement is checked under settings. You're welcome. All right, good luck on that, JC. Big target or small target on that? NQ still rising back, so it's given up almost. I mean, it's given back. It's got back everything it gave up. Oh wow, that's a big drop. NQ still going. Wish I had stayed in that trade, but that was an intraday drawdown account, so I couldn't really take too much of a chance, especially since I was in with 7 freaking contracts. Wow, look at this go. Oh wow, look at it now. So I kind of was right that it was going to go up. It just decided to go down first. Nice, JC. Wow, look at this run now. Gold's kind of stalled out. ES running, Dow running. Pull back here, perhaps. Or not.
Order filled. Stop filled.
Nope, that didn't work.
Order filled.
That worked.
Target filled.
So I got stopped out for 10 points and then got 20 points. Which means this account is now 10 points away from passing this eval. Frustrating thing is if I put my stop where my strategy tells me to put my stop, I wouldn't have got stopped out for the 10 points. But live and learn. called it right, just didn't execute it perfectly. Hello, USC. How are you? Oh, wow. How many points did you take, Czar? And excellent, USC. Czar took the buy. And good morning, John. I believe our teams play this weekend. Nice, Czar. Very nice. Phillies didn't do much, but I mean, they got Duran from the Twins for the bullpen, but for the outfield, all they got was Harrison Bader.
Order filled.
Come on, I just need 5 more points. Drop.
Target filled.
Boom. Just got another funded account. This one with Bowenox. Number 17. Thank you, JC. And it shows that I am reading the market much better today. What time was that you thought about going long there, Dan? Another nice bounce there on NQ. Gold pulled back a little bit. Okay, yeah, I see that. For me, that was definitely not a long because of it was below the 9 EMA, below the 100 EMA too. So yeah, I would have needed more confirmation there. Apex is back to 80 until the 14th, not 90. They announced that early this morning. Thank you very much. Nice to see you, Toad. Good morning. And I appreciate your support. Apex is 80. Right now, Bowenox is 75. But when Bowenox comes into the office, they'll be at 83 to match Apex. Awesome, and thank you. Okay, now we're watching and waiting. We're back to trading the funded accounts and some evals on the copy trader. So let's see where we go. 3-minute chart's giving me a signal short. I don't know. I don't know if I trust it. Ooh, big fall there. So it's giving back that rise up. Up, down, up as we ride the roller coaster here. Riding the roller coaster. It's a highway to hell. Oh, sorry. Oops. I need to change that bowling up. Sorry about that. I always forget to change the night bots. Why does it not allow me to change it? Oh, that's weird. What the heck? Okay. Turn it off, right? Yeah. I'll turn it off for now. That's weird. I'll turn that one off too. And Q still falling. Are we gonna break 23,000? Mind if folks, if you're enjoying the stream, I appreciate if you gore that like button for me. Just about the top of the hour. 30 minutes till the bell. It's okay. You realize where you went wrong. That's the big part. If you take a loss and you don't realize what went wrong, whether it's just the market going against you or you just looked at it wrong, that's when you start having issues. You gotta be able to figure out why you lose when you lose. Big dump on copper. Gold's still trying to push up, but hemming and hawing. All right, Zara, have a nice nap. Yeah, big bounce up here, but I don't trust it. ATR is 27 on the 3-minute chart. These are some big candles right now. 20 points. Coming right back down. That's why I didn't trust that blue candle there. Or green. It was a blue candle in the 3-minute using a green candle. That was right after a olive green line, which, there was 2 signals out of the 4 I'm looking for there, and I didn't trust it because we were still below the 9, still below the signal line, and I thought we had more to come down. I'm most comfortable when that signal line is down to 20 or below, of course. Yawning, I apologize. Yep, Dan, but you can't dwell on, if you start dwelling on the trades that you should have taken or shouldn't have taken, then that starts messing with your mentality. Once the trade's done, you gotta flush it out of your mind and learn from it, whatever you needed to learn from it, and flush it and just say next. Morning, Ron. Yeah, I'm waiting for confirmation. My RSIs haven't bottomed out yet. How's it going today, Ron? Certificate from who? Oh, well, that sucks. Nice crypt. running down the train. Interested to see what we do with the bell. Awesome. Crypt. I hope to have that one day. Again, the question is, if it doesn't go up at the open, are we going to break back below 23,000? How many hens do you have now, Crypt? Sorry to hear that, JC. Gold broke 3,400. What a rise, over 50 points since an NFP. Nice. So how many days that does that give you like 3 eggs most days, or how does that work? Egg a day. Oh wow, yeah, that would be traumatic. I would need at least a couple of dozen chickens to make sure my supply was kept up. Oh, we have a Fed speaker speaking. We do have news after the bell. S&P manufacturing PMI at 15 minutes after the bell. And at the top of the hour, University of Michigan sentiment final, US ISM manufacturing. Morning, Amelia. Morning, RJ. How are you? NQ showing signs that might want to pop here. It's not giving me any clear signal, so I'm not taking it. There we go. Coming right back down. Yeah, they were busy. Not sure I care too much for the Phillies trades. Less than 10 minutes till the bell. Ace just kind of disappeared yesterday. Oh, there's Ace. I swear, as soon as I say his name. You missed me pouring out my heart and soul yesterday, Ace. And you missed my meltdown. All right, Ace, are you out on a run? Ace is the place for the helpful runner, man. That was a wonderful trade, Czar. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah. My small charts say we bounce at the bell. My big chart says I have no freaking clue. Manageable stop, though, there. Get that back.
2 minutes till the bell.
All right, Crypt. Blue candle pop here right before the bell, which is interesting to me. Very interesting. That's a pretty big pop, too. Very big pop. 35 points. Gives it all back on the ding-a-ling. Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? Coming back up. Don't call it a comeback. And back down. Market's indecisive. And down, purple candle. Don't really trust it here, though. Besides, that's a huge candle. That's 50 points. Trying to bounce. Terribly indecisive right now. ES, YM performing the same moves. Moves like Jagger. Sorry. Here comes a comeback. Don't call it a comeback.
Order submitted. Order filled.
Ouch. Took too long and I got stopped out. I thought it was coming back up and it wasn't. Ooh, boy, was it not. Wow. Total rejection. That was stupid of me, I guess. Running the 100 EMAs. That was 100% stupid of me. Damn it. So I made great trades in the pre-market. That was just a terrible idea right there. Wow. Big drop back. Right back down. Damn it. Now down 60 points on this candle after it looked like it wanted to come back up. That was me trying to be too smart. and not following my own strategies. Hi, son. Nice job. I took a stop. I didn't take a good trade. Gold coming down too now. Everything's looking bearish. Bitcoin, crude, copper, gold. I don't have a bean chart up. Fucking serious. Oh. How long you been listening, Hassan? This was that happened like 30 minutes ago. 45 minutes ago, really. I passed up a bull and ox eval. Will give me my 17th funded account.
Connection lost.
Still falling. We just broke 23,000. There's a bounce looking thing on NQ.
Order submitted.
I really need to get a micro chart ready to go because I should be trading micros right here. This is going to stop me out too. Maybe not. Come back. Come back for me. I am not feeling any ways of good right now in my trading. Come on. There, come on. No. Fight in the shorts. The shorts
Order
won.
filled.
Oh my god. What the fuck? So I'm gonna accumulate funded accounts and never trade them. I think that's got to be the best solution for this. I think I'm about to blow my Tradeify. Which is good. I don't need that one. Following. Why am I not taking those purples that are obvious there? Why? Why can't I get that through my freaking head? They're okay, but they don't use anything you can connect to TradingView. Well, I lie. No, I don't lie. Yeah, you can't connect those to TradingView. Continuing the dead drop. Still falling. I was impatient again on that long. Should have never taken it. It was not a valid signal. Why am I being impatient on these freaking reversals that aren't reversing? Just hit 911, which I think is the market calling for help. Taking a short here, any of these purple candles that I see on the 2-minute or 3-minute will lead me to the promised land. Why can I not get these into my head? And I'm frustrated. Seriously, look at this. Says I find my frickin', there it is. So right here, look at the NQ. Beautiful purple candle there. I didn't take it. That would have led to a 50-point drop. Let's go to a 3-minute chart. And we have not one, but two beautiful purple candles there. Both of them would have been beautiful. And I'm just not taking those with trend trades, and I can't figure out why. It's like my brain just doesn't even see them. And I can't figure out exactly why. I doubt them, and then look for those reversals that just don't, well, I mean, they happen eventually, but I take them before they're ripe. Now, this has been a problem of mine for a while. Missing in trend. This is why I'm saying I need to get someone to code this for me that automatically enters the trades that meet this criteria, in both directions. That it doesn't have to manage the trade for me; it just needs to enter the trade for me so I can then manage it. These work so often, and I don't know why my head just can't get it. I mean, look at it. You can see here. Oh, wait, sorry. On, if we go back to the 3 minute real quick. Oh, that's there. That one worked. That one worked. That one worked. This is the only one that didn't. That was right before the open, so I probably wouldn't even tried that. And if you come up to the other side here, that's blue candle worked. Ran into 100 EMA, would have been a small win. Purple here, purple here, purple here. It works probably. I mean, I haven't done the exact stats on it, probably 75% of the time. The only EG I have on is the trigger point, and it's just the support and resistance. And I don't actually use support and resistance much. I mean, I'll look at it every now and then, but I don't use it much. That's if you see this right here, Ox's engulfing candle detector. It's a mix up of two engulfing candle scripts from TradingView that someone combined for me.
Order filled.
Nice, Hassan.
Stop filled.
Yes, but with a thing that enters the trade for me automatically. Because for some reason I'm blind to it. Right. RJ, I'm going to ask Greg for you whether or not he knows of anyone that can do that. Someone did code it for me on NT. I haven't tried it on the new NT, and actually I kind of lost it. It's somewhere on my on the original computer. I'm not sure it matches up exactly. I gotta look again. I gotta try and find it.
Order filled.
You're hearing order filled and stopped out. I'm just playing with a Bolonox eval right now. And it'll renew next month when I blow it. So maybe, but let me actually find out if somebody knows somebody first. Well, Hassan suggested AI actually, but I mean, I'm just not good at AI prompts to even know what to ask for, and when it spits it out, I don't know whether what's good and what's not good. So Fiverr's where I got my intro graphic for for my videos. Fighting with 22,900 here. Struggling. Blue candle on the 1. I mean, sorry, 2. 1, 2, 3. 10:30 Eastern Classic. That's usually when things start reversing. Still can't get positive here. Have a good weekend. Pineapple script. Are you leaving, Tia? And Tia, if you want to take a look, I will appreciate it.
Stop filled.
Wow, where did that whip come from? Oh, we had news. Forgot about that news. Well, that'd been nice to have remembered, but it's only an eval.
Order filled.
Still falling. Wow.
Order filled.
I grabbed a short accidentally. Which was the best trade of my day. Gold popping up again. So as University of Michigan sentiment comes in under the number they expected, manufacturing PMI came in a little bit above. A little bit above. What I need is a trading assistant. I need someone that's, connected. I have something in my ear, and they'll yell out purple candle or blue candle. That's what I need. Excellent, Hassan.
Order filled. Target filled.
So it's got another 20-point win. If I'm patient and wait for the right setup, it works. How about that? Thanks, Jay. Fortunately, I wasted a whole week, and I wasted Monday and Tuesday's profits just to give it all back. That's frustrating to me. Nice little pop here. maybe I messed up and forgot. No, that's all right. Oh, Dan, there's a button called live. You're probably lagging a little bit behind. That's probably why. There's a button called live on the YouTube screen. Hit that, it'll bring you back up to the current time. Hold on, let me see if I can get an example for you. Then Q continues to pop. Oh wait, you're not going to be able to see the example anyway because you're behind, so that doesn't help. Hold on, I got another idea. That's not what I want. Dan, in general chat in the Discord, I'm posting a picture. My USB 3.2. Yeah, the only problem with that is, Dan, is that that would have totally blown any eval or any funded account. Still rising back up. So this is a nice bounce here. We got down to 22,800 to the tick. Bounced up 129 points. Still rising. Yeah, it's the same as NQ within a couple of ticks usually. Excellent, Hassan. Excellent. You're doing excellent. Still rising. I see an NQ arising. I see profits on the way. You got this, Hassan. You got this. I have 17 and I'm not content. About 40 minutes left to go in the stream. Not really, because I can't get progress once they're funded. Yay, I got a cat fight on my porch. I mean, if I see an opportunity around the bell, I'll take it. But yeah, I definitely need confirmation. In all honesty, if I could get this mental block of taking with momentum trades, with trend trades, whatever you want to call them, this mental block of missing those purples and blues when they're there, it would be at that point. I think I would constantly be consistently profitable. Missing that because those happen way more than the reversal trades, and if I could just take those, every time. And it's a simple freaking concept. Close to or touching the 9 EMA. For the purples, below the 9 EMA, below the signal line on the RSI, take the trade. For the blues, above the 9 EMA, above the signal line, take the trade. Unless the RSI is at extremes, like nothing. Don't take a purple if the RSI is below 10 or above 90. Simple. Simple. So let's take a look. It's oh damn, Tio left. We're gonna turn back time. This was yesterday. And I don't chart on this one anymore. I chart on my other one. But so let's look at this. This was yesterday. Look at this purple. Look at this purple. Led to this promised land. This one wasn't valid, wasn't touching the 9. Would have still worked, but wasn't valid. Not valid because it's not below the signal line. Not valid because it's not below the signal line. This one is a little bit problematic. This one would have stop out, get out in that first red candle. This one works. This one works. This one wasn't valid. This one works. This one's not valid, not below the signal line. Blue candle above the signal line. Worked as long as the stop was at the right spot. Works, kind of work. See, even I mean that would have went 10. So yeah, coming down. This one problematic. Touching Bollinger's right before it. So I mean, but for the sake of purpose, we'll say it didn't work. Get out with the first green candle. Works. Did not work. Although this was above the signal line, so that wasn't a valid one anyway. Worked. Theoretically worked because it went. Oh my God, it went 30 points down, then bounced. So yeah, definitely worked. Worked. These are floating, so they don't count. This one did not work, but we got a extreme line here, so no to get out on the doji. Works, and that's it. And even here in the evening, works. Kind of, sort of worked. Yeah, I mean, that was a 10-pointer. Worked. Kind of worked. So you see what I'm saying? That's my trip to the promised land. And I tested these on old charts as well, like going back years. And it's not like this is something that's just working now. It's worked. Even if I bring up a chart from 2022 or 2020, it works. Because it's so simple. There's nothing to really not, there's no real counter to it. Actually, Decatur has no Ubers. We used to have Uber, and now no one wants to drive for them because supposedly the gas prices make it too not profitable enough. At least that's what I heard. Oh yeah, Decatur's dangerous too. Yeah. Obviously, you can tell that Connor is not on the Decatur, Illinois tourism board. Somewhere around here that's rural is the goal. No desk. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's a concern about rural with internet. So here's my thought there, USC. You know, my original thought was I want to move back to the East Coast. But you know what? I don't have anybody back there anymore. I have no support system back there. Nothing. I'm alone. So I mean, I think I'm just gonna stay in this area, and because I have friends around here, I have a little bit of a support system and all that. My original thought was someplace cold and snowy, but you know that would be totally isolating. We are back above 23,000. On the 3 minute chart, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 straight green candles. All right, Dan. Have a great day. Gold coming down. We'll pull back on NQ. Nice, MR. Excellent. Over the weekend, I need to make up an MNQ chart and an MNQ replicanto thing. So when things start getting I can. The problems I had this week was obviously trying to fight the trend. I, that's obvious, but it was also the fact that big candles, and my strategy is to um, the stop. It should be the whole candle. So that means big stomps, and that does that cause big losses on each trade. So I need to get an MNQ chart ready and a replicano ready. So when I need to switch, and I can do 5 micros instead of one big one. I am so close to consistent profitability. I just feel that. I feel like I have the strategy in place. I feel like I have every tool I need to do this. Or maybe not every tool, because like I said, I like someone to program a strategy for me. But I just feel like it's all the pieces are there, and I'm sitting on the cusp of something absolutely spectacular. But the fact that I still can't get over that last line, and I know with trading it's never really a last line. I know that. I know that there isn't some magic threshold you cross that suddenly everything is fine. I realize that. But it's just that feeling that I'm close to where I need to be an ace, an RJ, a for money, whomever you want to, a John DeFore, whatever, that's consistently putting in green days most days. And the fact that I'm there but continue to butt up against a roadblock is frustrating. Yes, Cat, you're gonna get fed soon. I have more mouse traps coming today. It's coming out of your food budget. Next week, I start my 2 week egg fast.
Connection lost.
takes a lot of screen time, Connor. Eh, you haven't heard RJ's story. RJ has told us his story, how long it took him to become consistently profitable, and how it took him into dark places at times along the way, and how much money he lost. Yeah, Greg Trades YM is an absolute fabulous person and resource. Easy for me to say. NQ pulling back. See, our ATR right now is near 40, so this is where it gets tough.
Order filled.
Uh-oh, what happened, Hassan?
Stop filled.
Yeah. You'll get there, Connor. Kind of stagnant here now. So I think next week's a quieter week. We don't have any huge news that I'm aware of. Factory orders on Monday. Trade balance. We have US S&P services and a bunch of PMIs on Tuesday. Nothing Wednesday. Jobless claims, of course, on Thursday. So overall, yeah, quieter week next week. Have a good weekend, RJ. We'll see you Monday. Kind of stagnant here as we're heading toward the end. Who has weekend plans? Hot city. I wouldn't want to live there in the summer. Oh, you mean Phoenix Trader Funding? I like Phoenix. I did an interview with their CEO last year. Good guy. They're good. That's right. They're supposed to be announcing a huge change today. I have to find out if they've announced that. I assume they do. He's French based. They're based in France. Yeah. Yesterday I was talking with a friend about my in trend blindness. I forgot how well this mic picks up everything. I feel like the headset mic didn't pick up as much. um, you missed me and Dan Dare going a couple rounds last night. Yeah, he pissed me off because I'm a new person in there that's asking for the best prop firm for him. The based on the criteria. And I kept asking him for more criteria. Kept asking questions, and Dan comes in explaining, calling them bucket shops, and explaining why he feels they're bucket shops, which they're not bucket shops. Bucket shops are illegal. Totally wrong term. So I kind of went off, and then Hassan came in and finished the job for me. Amelia, yeah, I haven't done it any for this since Tuesday. I got to get them done. I'm a little off, totally, 100% off in every sense of the word. So yeah, I'm gonna get some done this weekend, so we start getting them back up. I got shorts done too that I need to give the TO to start posting. Yeah, I sent them a text to make sure they just been really busy.
Order filled.
They were hoping to get one out 2 nights ago. But apparently they didn't. Hopefully they can get it out this weekend. Also, watch Monday for my interview with the CEO of Elite Trader Funding. Interesting interview. And they have some plans for it's nothing set in stone yet, but they have something plans for something that is brand new to the industry. If it happens, it's kind of interesting. Yeah, ETF. I have more. I look at ETF a little differently now. I think they're trying to. They've been working on improving, and I really I like the conversation I had with him. No, he actually says it in the interview when I toward the end when I ask him if there's anything new in the pipeline. Yeah, the great sale is off right now. New sale, I think he said will be starting Monday.
Target filled.
Boom. So I'm gonna finish the day. You couldn't see the trade because it was on Bowenox eval. But I just finished with a 20-point trade that I took off that purple candle you see there on the 2-minute chart on NQ. I entered at 9:29 and got out at 9:09. Yeah, Bowenox will be going back to 80%. I don't see a 90% coming from ETF, but maybe toward the end of the month or probably next month. Yeah, try being me, USC. Yeah. I'm now keeping up with 20 firms. Thankfully, I have TO. Anyway, thank everyone for being a part of MightyOxTrading this week. We'll be back next week for some more great trading action. Have a good weekend, everybody. I'll see you then. Bye.